Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name remains Comfort Olatayo Adipinro, and if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please kindly do so by just hitting the subscribe button, which is somewhere close by, and also hit the notification button so that you can always receive like the alerts and the notification anytime I drop new messages. So today I'll be talking about eight fully funded scholarships that you should look out for this year in order to help you study abroad, like in the forthcoming academic session, which is 2024-2025 academic session. So you shouldn't put all of your eggs in one basket. So I'll be talking about these scholarships, maybe not in full details, but at least some information about each of these scholarships, and definitely I'll be dropping the links to details of this scholarship, so you can always go back yourself to find out more. And I'll be giving an idea of like the dates you should look out for, so that when the scholarships are out, you definitely can grab the opportunity and do the needful. So if you are interested, kindly stay tuned. So welcome back here once again. So I'll be giving listing 8 scholarships. Some of them are currently open, and some of them will be opening from August even to maybe next year thereabout. So the first one I'll be talking about is the Chevening scholarship. The Chevening scholarship is a UK government scholarship that is sponsored by the UK government, and it's a fully funded scholarship. Yes, all of the scholarships I'll be mentioning, like the 8 scholarships, are fully funded scholarships. So the Chevening scholarship is a fully funded scholarship that covers your tuition, it covers the flight, and definitely some stipends all through the 1-year master's program you'll be spending in the UK. So, and the Chevening scholarship will be opening around August or September thereabout. The last application, that is for the 2023-2024 academic session, opened around August. So it's most likely for the 2024-2025, the application will also be opening around August/September, depending. Some of these dates do change. For you to be eligible for the Chevening scholarship, you have to belong to one of the Chevening eligible countries, which definitely will be listed on the website. Nigeria is, and most of the African countries are definitely part of these countries, and you should have a minimum of 2-1, that is second class upper, from your bachelor's degree, and you should have a minimum of 2 years work experience. So if you do think that you do not have the number of experience, and there's a way of calculating it, which when you're applying you would see the format, I would say it's advisable not to apply, because definitely they will check all of these eligibility requirements, and they would use it to cut out people from the large number of applicants that they would be having. And one thing you should also note about the Chevening scholarship is the fact that you have to return to your home country for minimum of 2 years after your study and your program in the UK. One more thing about the Chevening scholarship is the fact that you can apply to 3 different UK universities. The scholarship majorly involves writing some essays, and you also have to attend interviews. The second scholarship we'll be talking about is the Erasmus Mundus joint master's degree. So the Erasmus scholarship, or the Erasmus Mundus joint master's degree, I don't know why it's so long, so I'm just going to call it Erasmus for short. So Erasmus scholarships allow you to study in more than one, or let me say, maybe sometimes it's 2, sometimes 3, it could even be as much as 6 different universities in within the Europe. So to apply for this scholarship, application will be opening around October till January next year. So because we have like different programs, there are actually different deadlines. So some could be ending even before January, some could end exactly by January, but I think it's every of the Erasmus application do end around the mid of January. So you are applying to the school directly, so you have to just monitor the Erasmus website when it's around, I think, October, when the call for applications are like open. Then you check which course you think you might be interested in and which university is the host university. So that is where you'll be putting your application, and each of these usually have like different criteria that will be like used to select their awardees and to select the scholars that would be receiving the scholarships. So the Erasmus scholarship covers your visa, it covers the travel, and it covers, living expenses, and you definitely need to have completed your bachelor's degree before you can apply for this scholarship. So the third scholarship that I'll be talking about is the KAIST scholarship, which is in South Korea. KAIST is known as Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. So there are different calls of application, and the way you apply for the KAIST scholarship is that you apply for the graduate program normally, and you just have to tick the option of KAIST scholarship, and you'll be automatically considered for the scholarship based on how good your application is. And there are definitely things that the panels and those selecting the applicants would be looking at. For details of this definitely will be in the call of application. So now for you to resume for the spring admission or spring intake, which is next year, 2024, applications will be open by August 24th and will be ending by September 14th. And for the fall admission, early track application starts around early December and ends by late December. The dates for this aren't released yet. And also for the fall admission, which is the regular track, late February to late March, the real dates will be communicated very soon. The admission for spring is presently on the website. I will drop the link also in the description box, which is from August 24th to September 14th. So you could check the website and start preparing yourself ahead to know what you would be needing to make application if you are interested in resuming for the spring intake. Now the fourth scholarship I'll be talking about is the Vanier Canada Graduate Scholarships, and it's currently ongoing. It started around July to November. They are not like specific deadlines because it varies based on the university or the institution. So you have to be nominated by this institution before you'll be considered for the scholarship. It's similar to the Commonwealth scholarship, whereby the institution that you are interested in has to nominate you first before Commonwealth can also consider you. So also the Vanier Canada Graduate Scholarship, you have to find out which institution has a Vanier Canada Graduate Scholarship quota, and then maybe also having the course of interest you're interested in. Then you can submit your application choosing the university, and when you're considered, more information would be passed on across to you from the scholarship body itself. So to be considered for this scholarship, one of the things you must take note is the fact that it's mainly for doctoral candidates. That is, if you're hoping to pursue a PhD, you are eligible to apply. That is, you need to have a master's degree at hand, and if you've started a PhD already, you're still eligible to apply, in as much as you haven't gone into your program more than 20 months. And if it is a joint graduate program, that is, you're doing a master's and a PhD together, you shouldn't have more than 32 months into your program in order to be eligible to apply. And I'm sure there are other requirements, like the reference letters, the documents, and the way to structure your CV and all of that. Details of this can be found on the website through the link I'll be dropping in the description box. The fifth scholarship that I'll be talking about in this video is the Japanese government scholarship, which is also known as the MEXT, that is MEXT scholarship. So this scholarship is going to be opened around October 10th to October 31st in this year for the 2024-2025 intake. So for you to be eligible for this scholarship, you need to be part of the eligible countries as stated on the website. Your country must have a diplomatic relationship with the Japanese government, that is with Japan, and Nigeria is definitely qualified and eligible, and most of the African countries from the list that I saw. Definitely the link will be in the description box for you to be able to read through. And definitely you must have a bachelor's degree meeting up to a certain level, which will be calculated using the formula that MEXT would be using to calculate the grade. And there's also an age requirement for this scholarship, that is, you must be born on or after April 2nd, 1989. And definitely there is also the English language requirements, that is, you need to do the TOEFL or the IELTS and have, I think, is a 5.5 as a minimum grade for you to be eligible for this scholarship. Now the 6th scholarship is the DAAD scholarship. That is, the DAAD scholarship is provided by the German Academic Exchange Service. So it's specifically for you to study in Germany, and it's related to courses for development, that is, development related postgraduate courses. And for you to be eligible for this scholarship, you have to have a bachelor's degree that is definitely above average. You must be working, and you shouldn't be in Germany for more than 15 months to the application deadline. So currently some of the applications are open, and it's similar to the way Erasmus Mundus joint master's degree also is. So it means you have different schools and you have different deadlines. So some deadlines are like fast approaching, why since we are in August, we still have schools definitely that are open and will be ending by August. And I think the latest deadline we have for this scholarship is October. So there are lots of schools in Germany. You just have to check the brochure and check the call of application which is out at the moment, and see which university offers your course of interest and if you are eligible or you're not eligible. There's also the language requirement for this scholarship, which is the IELTS. So, and I'm sure there would be other substitutes to that could be accepted, maybe depending on institution. And I would also say that you can try to find out from the website or by sending an email to the school of interest if maybe an English proficiency letter could be accepted. Just a suggestion. One more thing that you have to note while applying for the DAAD scholarship is that your academic degree, that is the bachelor's degree, must not be more than 6 years. Yeah, so your academic degree must not be more than 6 years as at the time of your application. So the next scholarship, which is the 7th scholarship I'll be talking about, is the Rhodes scholarship for Oxford University. So now, from the word Oxford University, you definitely know that you would be studying at Oxford University in the UK for, I think, 2 years, depending on how long your master's program is. So you have to first check if you are eligible, and there are some questions, I think 6 questions when you go to the website, that you have to answer details for. There's also an age limit. You have to be between age of 18 to 24 as at the time when you'll be applying for this scholarship. So you fill in the requirement, the questions ask your country, your age, if your bachelor's degree is up to the standard that is required. I think it's a first class, and you also have to check the English requirements if you are eligible, and the country and all of that. So I think based on your country or the region where you're coming from, the citizenship which you hold, the application requirements might be a little bit different. So for the Rhodes scholarship, the application is currently open. It has been on since June and will be ending by August 28th. So if you think you're interested in a scholarship, now is the time for you to start finding out more information about this. Check the description box to find the link to the scholarship. And the last scholarship, which is the 8th scholarship, is a Commonwealth scholarship. So the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission has like different scholarships that you can apply for, and there are different development things. So we have the Commonwealth Masters Scholarship, the Commonwealth Share Scholarship, the Commonwealth PhD Scholarship, the Commonwealth Split Site Scholarship. So I will just talk about 3 of the scholarship briefly: the Commonwealth PhD Scholarship, the Commonwealth Masters, and the Commonwealth Share Scholarship. So the Commonwealth Masters Scholarship, you have to be nominated by a nominating body in your own country, and all of these scholarships are majorly for people who are from like least developed countries, low income countries, and the list of these countries you can find also on the website. The application is currently closed. That's for the previous academic session, but for academic session of 2024-2025, it's going to be opening I think around November and will extend to December. But for the Commonwealth Masters, I think it opens before the Commonwealth Shared. But definitely when all of these scholarships are out, I will try to make a video and inform you guys about when the scholarships are open and how to apply. So the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, the Commonwealth Masters, the Commonwealth PhD Scholarship allows you to study in the UK. It's sponsored fully by the UK government, and it covers your visa, it covers your flight, and allows you to even bring your dependents if you have those depending on you. And there would be like provision of some little amount of money to also support your dependents. But there's also the condition of you returning back to your own country when you are done studying in the UK. And for you to do the masters, like the Commonwealth Masters and the Commonwealth Shared, both of these scholarships allows you definitely to pursue a master's degree in the UK, and you need to have a minimum of about 2-1, which is a second class upper grade from your bachelor's degree. Also for the PhD, from the instructions and the information on the website, you do not necessarily have to have a master's degree before you can apply for the PhD. It also depends on the school or the institution that you'll be applying to. If they allow you, or if they say that, oh, you do not think the master is fine, you're eligible to apply. And Commonwealth also do not require you to submit any English proficiency, certificate or approval, as long as the institution of interest has given you admission, or if you're able to meet up to the English requirement for these institutions, then you're good to go. And most of the UK universities now allow you to submit your West African examination, certificates, and that means you don't have to write any of these like English tests like IELTS or TOEFL. So if you have your WAEC results, you definitely can submit that, as long as you are able to meet up to I think a minimum of C4. So C4 and above will make you eligible and will allow you to like waive your English proficiency, blah 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 blah. So the link to the Commonwealth scholarships and every other information you will be needing will also be in the description box. So if you think you found value from all of the tips I have shared in this video, do well to subscribe, do well to share, do well to like, do well to comment, and if you have something specific you would love me to talk about on this channel, kindly do so. Till then, always remember to stay comforted. Ciao.